Welcome to Peace, Love, Money, Prepare. Be at peace, feel the love, save the money, be prepared for anything, even the zombie apocalypse. How to prepare for a zombie apocalypse and a solar EMP grid collapse. While the scenario of a zombie apocalypse combined with a solar EMP event might be unlikely that the two would happen in tandem, it's an interesting thought experiment, or as Albert Einstein would have said, Gedanken experiment, for emergency preparedness. Here's a plan that addresses both zombie lore and realistic concerns. Communication and information for an emergency preparedness plan. Number 1. Establish a local network by community building activities with the living. Number 2. Use hand crank or solar-powered radios for receiving emergency broadcasts. Number 3. Set up a neighborhood watch system with predetermined meeting points. Number 4. Learn basic Morse code and semaphore for long-distance signaling. Number 5. Preserve knowledge. Store important information on EMP-resistant physical media like books and laminated documents. For more on this subject, subscribe below and look for my video on 42 essential emergency tips. Number 6. Learn essential survival skills like first aid, foraging, and basic engineering. Power and technology for solar EMP event. Survival. EMP-proof essential electronics. Store spare electronics in Faraday cages, which are metal containers lined with non-conductive material. Use solar panels with manual disconnects to protect from grid surges. Invest in hand crank and solar-powered devices for emergency use. Alternative power sources. Install a small-scale off-grid solar system with battery storage. Subscribe for upcoming Faraday crafts videos. Consider a backup generator with ample fuel storage and extra gas cans. Learn to create simple electricity sources like potato batteries and bicycle generators. Please like and subscribe below for EMP survival tips. Food and water storage and zombie apocalypse preparedness. While humans can typically survive about 3 days without water and 2 weeks without food, this does not apply to zombies. Theoretically, if they were bound by human biology, they would not last long without sustenance. Long-term food storage, stock up on non-perishable foods with long shelf lives. Learn food preservation techniques such as canning and dehydrating. Bananas are a wonderful dehydrated food, and the peels can be used in a zombie baffle strategy. Establish a vegetable garden and consider hydroponics for year-round growing. Water security. Remember, you can only go 3 days without water. Zombies are undead and can survive indefinitely. Be sure to store potable water, 1 gallon per person per day, for at least 3 days or 2 weeks. Install a rainwater collection system. Have multiple water purification methods like filters, chemical treatments, and boiling. Security and defense and self-defense techniques against zombie combatants. Fortify your location. Reinforce doors and windows. Install tripwire alarms with ball bearings below, hobbling any zombie who nears. Create barriers and early warning systems around your property. Consider a deep trench to act as a zombie trap when they fall in and can't get up. Designate safe rooms and escape routes. Self-defense preparation. Learn basic self-defense techniques. Consider non-firearm weapons that don't require ammunition, like bows, crossbows, or melee weapons. While firearms can be useful in certain survival situations, there are several reasons why stocking up on guns and ammunition may not be the best strategy for a zombie apocalypse scenario. Firearms in any scenario have limited effectiveness while drawing further attack. Noise attracts more zombies. Gunfire is extremely loud and would likely draw more zombies to your location, potentially overwhelming you. Silent weapons like melee tools may be preferable. They don't require ammunition and are quieter to use. Ranged options. Silent ranged weapons like bows or crossbows may be more suitable for taking out zombies at a distance without attracting others. Relying solely on firearms is not sustainable. When preparing for self-defense in a zombie apocalypse scenario, consider multi-use tools as well. Ignore the repeated AI stock images of baseball bats. While it is a basic self-defense tool, it is by no means the only one readily available to you. Multi-use tools are essential for maximizing utility while minimizing the weight and bulk. Here are some multi-use tools to consider: crowbars, multi-tools, hammers, machetes, tactical tomahawks, and folding saws. A baseball bat will simply pulverize. Tools use finesse. Crowbars. A crowbar is arguably one of the most versatile tools for a zombie apocalypse. It can be used in the following ways. Number 1. Weapon, effective for close quarters combat against zombies. Number 2. Prying tool, useful for opening doors, windows, or containers. Number 3. Leverage, can help move heavy objects or create barricades. Number 4. Portability, easily carried in a belt loop or backpack. Multi-tools, a high-quality multi-tool offers numerous functions in a compact package. Number 1. Pliers and wire cutters, for repairs and improvised solutions. Number 2. Knife blades for cutting, slicing, and self-defense. Number 3. Screwdriver bits, for mechanical repairs and modifications. Number 4. Can opener, essential for accessing canned food supplies. Hammers, a standard hand hammer provides multiple uses. Number 1. Weapon, effective for bludgeoning zombies. Number 2. Construction, useful for building shelters or barricades. Number 3. Demolition, can break through obstacles when necessary. Number 4. Versatility, both ends offer different applications. Machetes. A machete is an excellent all-around tool for survival situations. Number 1. Weapon, effective for slashing and chopping zombies. Yes, I know it's a baseball bat, but use your imagination. I like the image. Number 2. Clearing vegetation, useful for creating paths or gathering materials. Number 3. Food preparation, can be used for butchering and food processing. Number 4. Chopping wood, helps in shelter building and fire preparation. Tactical tomahawks. No, that's a seesaw. A tactical tomahawk combines features of an axe and a hammer. Number 1. Weapon, effective for both slashing and piercing attacks. Number 2. Breaching tool, useful for breaking through doors or windows. Number 3. Camping tool, can be used to chop wood and other tasks. Seesaws, no. Folding saws. A compact folding saw is invaluable for survival situations. Number 1. Cutting wood, useful for shelter building and fire preparation or smashing pumpkins. Number 2. Silent operation, doesn't attract zombies like power tools would. Number 3. Portability, easily carried and doesn't take up much space. In case you are still attached to using firearms, here are more drawbacks to using or having them. Ammunition scarcity. In a long-term apocalyptic scenario, ammunition would eventually run out and become difficult to replenish. You can't eat guns either. Weight and mobility. Carrying large amounts of ammunition and multiple firearms would significantly slow you down and limit your mobility. Being able to move quickly and quietly is often more important for survival. Yet another drawback to firearms. Maintenance challenges. Firearms require regular cleaning and maintenance to function reliably. In a resource-scarce environment, this could become difficult. If you enjoy this video, please give it a thumbs up and subscribe below. What did you hope to learn in this video? If it was more about zombies, put the word zombie in the comments. If it was self-defense techniques, put self-defense in the comments, please. If you hope to learn off-grid power solutions, put it in the comments as well. Thanks for watching. Skill requirements for firearms. Essential, and there's no substitute for practice. Don't bother, it's too difficult and they're ineffective against the undead, such as zombies and vampires. Training is needed to use firearms effectively, especially under stress, requires significant training and practice. Many people overestimate their ability to use guns properly in high-pressure situations, rendering their weapons utterly useless. While having a firearm as part of a diverse survival toolkit can be useful, over-relying on guns for zombie defense or other defense has demonstrated significant drawbacks. A more balanced approach focusing on silent weapons, zombie baffles such as treadmills, oil spills, banana peels, and the ha-ha or deep trench. Mobility and versatile tools are likely to be more effective for long-term survival in a zombie apocalypse scenario. Establish a neighborhood defense plan with like-minded individuals would be a more balanced approach to start with. Work with them to develop a lookout strategy to add to a zombie-effective survival skills plan. Medical preparedness in a zombie apocalypse. Have first aid supplies. Stock a comprehensive first aid kit with extra supplies. Include medications for chronic conditions and common ailments. Learn advanced first aid and emergency medical techniques, including application of severe wound dressings. Zombie-specific precautions. Have protective gear to prevent bites and scratches, paying special attention to head wounds. Learn proper sanitation and quarantine procedures. Transportation and mobility. Non-electric vehicles, maintain bicycles and other human-powered vehicles. Consider animals for transportation, like horses, sled dogs, herds of cats or donkeys. Keep maps and compasses for navigation without GPS. Long-term survival after zombie apocalypse events. Skill development. Learn primitive survival skills such as fire making, water harvesting, shelter building, and fishing. Subscribe for more serious survival skill videos and give this video a thumbs up. Practice urban foraging and scavenging techniques. Develop bartering skills and establish a local trading network. Community building. Form alliances with neighbors and nearby communities. Establish clear leadership and decision-making processes. Create a system for fair resource distribution and conflict resolution, thus avoiding civil or uncivil unrest. Consider putting zombies to work after they have been subdued by putting them on a treadmill hooked up to a power station, thereby condemning them to walk for eternity while powering your newly created community building order out of chaos. Remember, while this plan incorporates elements of zombie lore, many aspects are applicable to real-world disasters. Focus on practical skills and preparations that enhance overall emergency readiness. Thank you for watching. Subscribe, give a thumbs up, and stay tuned for more videos on apocalypse preparedness, solar EMP event survival, emergency preparedness plans, survival skills, food and water storage, paranormal self-defense techniques, off-grid power solutions. Bonus tip, get your zombie on roller skates and crank disco.